All right, so I want to look at very quickly also Brian Porter Kemp of Georgia. Um, Subscriber asked about will he get in trouble because of handling the way he handled fraud with the voting. He took people off voter rolls. He's one of the most aggressive. So, in other words, a real jerk. Trying to keep himself and others like him there. He's and his birthday is November 2nd, so he's a Scorpio. So let's look. So I guess, and he's being investigated, by the way. I gotta hold on, you guys. I'm gonna shift my body a little bit. I have to go lower. It's like I'm practically laying down to do this. So you guys, it's kind of tough. Okay, I want to look at him. Well, what is his fate? And I'm going to use a haunted house tarot this time because I feel like it. I feel like Brian would resonate with that deck. Okay. Okay. I really want to move this camera because I feel like I can't. All right. I'm just going to have to put my arm around it. No, I'm not. I just can't do it that way. All right. Okay, guys. I'll just do it over on my... Okay, so Brian Porter Kemp. You can see I have my notebook with all my requests. Okay, so Brian Porter Kemp. Sorry, I've got to put this on pause. Somebody's trying to come in. Okay, so we are looking at Brian, what the fate of Brian Porter Kemp is of Georgia. He sounds like a real piece of work. Let's just see, though. What is his fate? Brian Porter Kemp, the governor of Georgia. He's a governor, I believe. So let's see. And it sounds like he has been very active in trying to cook the elections by sneaky tricks. Let's take a look at him. He's a water sign, he's a Scorpio, so let's see if we can track him. What is his fate? Will Brian Kemp, who's under investigation, by the way, House Committee, how things gonna go for Brian? Since he's being such a stinker concerning people being able to get out there and vote, taking people off voter rolls, doing that kind of sneaky work. If you've got to do that and you got to put the energy into doing that just so you win, geez, why don't you put the energy into being a decent person to begin with? Just, I tell you, all the energy they put in to doing things wrong when they could do them right. So let's look. Brian Porter Kemp. Sorry, guys. Takes me a while to ground and focus when I get interrupted. Brian Porter Kemp. Let's see what the cards have to say. Okay. Well, we have the Four of Swords, which is about recovery, a need for recovery. I don't know. Is this guy not well? I just see that there's something here Well, let's just carry on. I don't know if this, it could be depression, it could be other illness. But this is a confinement card. And I get a sense of not being well, not feeling physically well. Okay. And what crosses him in a challenging position is the Page of Wands. I think there's some news right now, or in the near present, how to put, that makes him want to just go. I feel like go climb in a bed and pull the blankets over his head. I feel like there's information that's he's trying to avoid, or okay, because he does not look well there. It's he's withdrawn. And this is based on the Ten of Cups. I think this is based on how trying to make things look better than they are. What is going on in his personal life? I don't know this guy at all, I have to say, and I don't know about his marriage or family or situation with regards to any of that. So he'll be one to read up on. And what crowns him is the Ace of Pentacles. And there's money involved here, and there's also, this is not just money, but anything that is of an earthly beneficial means. It can be money. But I think he's going to be looking for some kind. It's on his mind. It crowns him. All right, well, I think it's also voting. There's just something. The Three of Cups in his past. Well, that's a big difference from his present. I think that he's had success in his past, but the right now is not looking good, and into the near future, I gotta say, I can't think with that four that it's gonna look too great. There's some instability going on with him. I think he's going to try to go on the DL, on the down low, with that Four of Swords card, where he might go a bit quiet or off the radar a little bit, withdrawing within a bit. I feel like there's something to do with actual physical healing. And there's some instability with regard to that. It's not, it's fluctuating. Economy also. What is going on with this man's life? Does he drink too much? That Ten of Cups and that Three of Cups, and then not feeling well here, and not being very stable in his earthly realm. things being well, he gets the ace there, and then he gets the 2 here. And the 9 of cups. What is it with this? I think he drinks a lot. And that it matters in some way, because I think it could affect his health. I know you guys were asking about him getting in trouble for the messing with making it difficult, bouncing off people off voter rolls and stuff. Now, he wants to come off, this is where his mind is at, he wants to come off as being successful and comfortable and upper class. But I feel like this is a front. I feel like inside there's something going on within him where he doesn't feel good. And there's some instability up and down. I think it's connected potentially to perhaps abuse of alcohol. I really get a boozy feel here. And his environment is justice. So there's your, I think, big answer. He's in trouble with the law. And the law is I think, though he may try to maintain a certain decorum on the outside, like, oh, he's confident, he's strong, he does not feel that way inside. And I think, in fact, he's probably been overindulging. And I'll have to read more about what he's being investigated for. Oh, he is a sneaky turkey. Look at that. Mr. Sneak. And this, to me, is to do with voting. The voting, definitely suppression, but other things too. I think he's involved in certainly more than one dirty business. And he fears being also exposed for that. Well, I think Mr. Kemp is going to find himself having to battle for what he's been up to. I think he gets called out on it. It's just a matter of time. And he's just kind of feeling sick, I think, and might be making himself a bit sick with overindulging in drink because of stress and pressure. I think, though he tries to give, it looks like some kind of exterior of happy families and all that, he ends up having to defend himself. He will have the law on his back, and he will resist. He will try to fight. But you know what? The 3 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. He's got some help. That's going to people that are going to try to come in and help him. And maybe even to leave. I think this man might need, seriously, like, rehabilitation for alcohol. There's something deeper going on with this guy. and not just the ugliness of what he's doing. I see a female. Now, I think that she might be somebody that's trying to help him, or she could be somebody that's trying to hold him accountable. She's a Queen of Wands. So, looking at the people that are on that investigative committee, I think this woman knows that he's done things actually on purpose that have affected his constituents, the people. And it's been a dirty thing. It's not been an up and up thing, unless this female's in on it, but I'm not sure. Kemp's a fool. Oh. There's going to be a new start of activity, I think, in investigating him. But he's been foolish. And I think he's just not going to play it very smart. I don't think he's got all his ducks lined in a row, so to speak. And I think there's alcohol or something that affects his ability to be better pulled together. I just feel like the man's life is a bit of a mess. Look, more drink. Oh, jeez. And he's going to try to fight. I don't think he'll. I think he's going to try to fight every step of the way of him being investigated. But I think he's going to just come off looking foolish and going to come off making himself look worse for it. And I think that's when people might get a glimpse more of the issue with alcohol and his sense of a detachment from reality, trying to swing back and strike back at the people investigating him. Here is a Queen of Cups. And I'm feeling like, again, I want to look at the people who are investigating him. This could be investigation publicly into stuff that he's done behind the scenes, all that voter suppression business. Someone just needs to peel back the lid on this guy. And I also believe that there's a money trail. There's benefits. There are actual perhaps physical items of luxury or money benefit involved in him doing what he was doing with the voting and stuff. His life's a mess, and I just see him as in a mess. I think they're going to be able to shine a light on him and show that he's tried to hold on and he's been greedy and he's been doing things he shouldn't be doing out of wanting to keep control, out of wanting to keep certain things the way they are and keep power, keep in control. But he's going to have to leave. There's a man that makes him leave. That brings up a lot of things he's done. And I think, I wonder who this King of Wands is that's going to do that with regard to him. Somebody on probably the committee. There's a ton of money there. A lot to do with money. I think this man is in deep trouble. And they're going to look at his finances. They're going to look at the voting stuff, all that stuff. Basically, they need to take this guy apart brick by brick and check all his things. And that's what they're doing, I believe. Look over into his finances. Look into who's benefited, into who he works with, and what all of this. Because it's like a gang of them. And they're just gonna, but they face a change. The times are changing, and these guys, I'm telling you, so Kemp, I think, is going to be in trouble. His energy looks really sloppy. It looks a bit disjointed. I feel like a lot of his energy is affected by drink. Does anyone know? I don't know anything about Kemp, so please feel free to put the 411. I just see a man that drinks too much here, and he's been up to no good, but he's very resistant in trying to avoid prosecution, I think. Let's just look at it again real quick. Kemp. Does he end up being removed from office? Does Kemp in Georgia, does he end up being removed from office for his criminal behavior that he's been up to? Well, he's right now in a position of waiting. He's going to have to wait and see what they all have to say. And I think he's drinking while he's waiting. The moon crosses him. So he's just too dirty. He's just too dirty. He's been in, and what crosses him as a challenge is the moon. So his own shenanigans, his own sneaky business is going to challenge him, and he's just kind of stuck having to wait as it's being investigated and getting figured out and coming to light. Ace of Swords as a base. I think he will go. Two of Pentacles. There's a back and forth here. It's dramatic. He has death in his recent past. And then it connects to this moon. He is in some dirty business, you guys. Some shady, super shady stuff that I think is definitely being discovered and dug up by, and will be, by that investigative committee checking him out. This is a radical change. I think he's in a wee bit of trouble. Well, he gets the Empress in the near future. So this is a woman of strength. I think it could be somebody that might be on the committee. She's in the near future, and she's connected, it feels like to me, at maybe looking at his shadowy doings that have in the recent past created some sort of a radical change or something here. That the Two of Pentacles keeps coming up with this guy. He's shifting money, he's shifting votes, he's toying with things. And it will be his own undoing. It feels like I got the word hand in the cookie jar. Yeah, Two of Swords. This is him. He is trying to deny, and to also block means of people being able to find about his activity. That showed up for him too last time. And in the environment, I think people are going to really come after him. He is going to be... People are going to want him. He is going to be on the hot seat. The people, I believe the people of Georgia, and especially the people he knocked off the voting rolls, are going to come after this guy. He's got people, and also the investigative committee. He's got people coming after him. And the Wands energy is they're bringing carrying a dynamic energy with regard to him and what he has been up to. So if there's going to be quite a situation going on there, a battle that's going to be fought to get him out and to reveal his sneaky business. I think this man will definitely try to maintain and hold on. But I believe he's going to be in a very tough situation. Now there's the Queen of Cups in his hopes and fears. Now, which she was there earlier. I don't know if this is a woman that he's scared of or hoping for. Final end result, the Tower. I think he's going to be in trouble. And Kemp's going to lose the life he once had, because it's been built on a load of hooey. It's been rigged. So, end of the day, the Tower comes for. There's a greater power than himself, and a greater power than all those corrupt people that he knows, like himself. He's going to be in trouble. So there's your answer for Kemp. Yeah. Look, the Devil and the Page of Swords. I feel like his activity to impede and to bump people off the voter rolls and do all that kind of stuff. There's other things too. Dirty business, this guy. And they're going to go after him for it. And he's going to be in trouble. So there you go. Kemp will not get away with his shenanigans.